Good morning, good evening, and good night. Here we're going to cover the good, the bad, and the ugly weekly summary of for the week ending in the 1st of December. Here is a good overview of all the stocks and what they've been doing this week. As you can see, some have gone up, some have gone down, and some have just gone sideways. I'm about to cover the top three, the bottom three, and then also the cryptos as well. Here we have the top three performing stocks within our portfolio for this week. They are made up of US Bancorp, JP Morgan, and Berkshire Hathaway. All of them have given very good returns so far for the past week, mainly due to the tax bill which has been pushed through in Congress. It's been a long time coming. Some of it was already baked into the figures coming into this week, but it seems like the financial sector will finally get a few of its hands untied and be able to maybe pay out more dividends coming our way and free up some more capital to do other things with. There are also other stocks within our financial sector which have all done pretty well and all in the green. These are just the top three. And now we have the bad and the ugly. The ugly is definitely going to go to the prize of Square. They've managed to lose 21.78% on the week, mainly down to it got way overbought, had a huge bull run for quite a while now, and we were eventually going to have to get a correction. It seems to have actually balanced out a little bit now, so we might see a bit further more to find the true bottom at the beginning of next week. But we should start to see an improvement and a little bit of stability in it. It could be a good buy-in time, but before I buy any more, I'm going to look for some good, strong buy signals, and I'm pretty sure everyone will jump on the bandwagon as soon as that gets there. So we'll see some good results, and I will set up some alerts in the background and maybe some orders to see if I can find some good support levels from the past to get it there little bit by little bit. Nvidia bore the brunt on our tech stocks, coming out at 8.8%. Our other tech stocks didn't really do anywhere near as badly. It just seems like Nvidia was the one that got picked on, and it makes a good change from AMD usually getting picked on, because they are one of the favourites in the stock sectors to get negative sentiment swirling around it, and sometimes they just really get it in the neck. The other one is Alibaba. They came out at 8.67% in the minus for this week, so they haven't come out too squeaky clean either. The Chinese stocks which we've got in our portfolio, both Alibaba and JD.com, have both taken a bit of a hit this week. I'm hoping that the stopping of the rot should come through pretty soon, and Alibaba, they are just going to keep on going upwards and upwards over the long term. The CEO is pretty good at getting brand new ideas and brand new ventures going through the system, and there's always a good positive vibe coming around him. And then now we're going to get onto the cryptocurrencies. And here is the one that everyone has been waiting for. It's a little bit of a surprise for a lot of people that Bitcoin wasn't the one that managed to even get into our top three. The top three are Ethereum Classic, Dash, and Litecoin. Bitcoin, yes, it has seen a huge amount of growth and going upwards, and yes, if it had stayed at its all-time high, then yes, it would have been a very good profitable close on week. But Ethereum Classic and Dash and Litecoin have really managed to bump up recently. You can tell from the charts there that they are having some pretty good days. Unfortunately, Ethereum Classic and Litecoin don't make up a huge amount of our portfolio. Dash, on the other hand, does have a good bit of clout in there, so it's managed to push us upwards. Overall, we have actually done very well in the portfolio this week. Yes, there has been a correction within it, but we've done quite well. We've managed to keep above our 100%, so we've spent a whole week in the 100 club going into tomorrow, and overall we've done okay. Let's see, anything else? Oh, one very happy point that I'm pleased to report and announce is now we are at a good risk level of 4. We've managed to get into this month, which means that the monthly calendar, which is about, it is based on an average of your risk score going up and down, which means that at this very point in time we're a good solid 4. I'm very happy with keeping it at 4. I think the only way to get it down to 3 would be to remove a lot more of the cryptos. As some of you have noticed, the eagle-eyed ones, that I like to keep some of our available funds back into the available column. I have noted that some of you have been removing those funds, thinking that it's like a removable profit of a trade. It doesn't quite work that way. Whenever you add funds or minus funds on either a daily or weekly basis away from what I would add in myself, so if it's not a corrective add where after I've added funds, it changes drastically on the results that you see. Let's say for argument's sake I have 20% in the available funds, and then you think, okay, well, I've invested $1,000, $200 is doing nothing, I can take that out. All of a sudden, there's no more free equity. So let's say on the point of the correction, there were a few copiers that ended up not being able to capitalize within the copy on the correction trades that I opened up and then made fairly good profit out of, and some of them are still running. Instead, their copies didn't manage to open up those trades, and now it's a bit skewed. The easiest way to find out if you need to add more money or minus money is have a look at my portfolio on the stats, on my actual stats page, and at the bottom it will say so much percentage available. When you go into my copy on your portfolio, then it will say so much funds unused or unallocated. If they are about the same, then that's great. It means that both of them will stay in line. If it is different, then you might need to add more funds. If it's slightly to the plus, I wouldn't worry about it a great deal, because it just means that the portfolio is still balancing out, because maybe you've added funds in the past and it takes a while to cycle through. I hope this helps any of you that's been asking me the questions, or if you've ever wondered about it anyway. So, for this coming month, aim is to make money. I'm being cautious around the cryptos. I have reduced our holdings slightly because I'm worried about maybe more of a correction until I start seeing some really good signs of it reboosting. Maybe one of the extra exchanges will mention Bitcoin coming as a futures within it. I do know, and it might have slipped through all the news, that the Nasdaq is planning to list Bitcoin futures on it from next year. The date is yet to be confirmed, but it did come directly from Nasdaq. So that should really boost it up and maybe get a few more institutional buyers into the fold, which then means that, well, it should become more stable. Like, yes, it is only on the futures, but all the good press, it tends to have a very good impact on Bitcoin. So, wishing you all green trades, and by all means, leave some comments on wherever you want. Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn. I've got you can find me all over. One of the hardest ways for me usually to reply is emails, because I get bombarded with God knows how many emails. So I do try and reply to everyone, but if I've missed you out for 24 hours or more, by all means, drop us an email, mention me on the eToro boards, whichever's easy for you, and I'll try and get back to you. Thank you very much.